Hello, Mr. Metokur. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing good. Why are you mispronouncing my fucking name?
Oh, I apologize.
It's not Minokur. I don't know where you guys are getting that. It's Minotaur. When you fuck with the bulls, you get the horns. You hear what I'm saying? All right, running Kiwi Farms ain't pussy business here, Ralph. So I've got ops I'm running. What do you need?
Well, I mean, I thought this was the peace summit. I thought we were.
I don't know. I heard some dried up fucking thought wanted to talk to me, so here I am.
What's Corinne? Are you still here? By the way, we can still hear this in the background, so just kind of turn it down.
I can barely hear you guys.
Tell Grandma to turn her hearing aids up and turn her fucking stream down. All right, to get this shit rolling.
Okay, if he says any more bad words, I'm gonna hang up on him. He doesn't own Kiwi Farm, and you guys lied to me. A little kid named Moon owns Kiwi Farm.
No. So a little kid named Moon, boy, you're a dumb cunt, aren't you? Aren't you? You're a dumb motherfucker.
Okay, no more bad words.
All right, Corinne,
tell me which of the following is a bad. Tell me which of the following is a bad word. You're a fucking whore. Is that a bad word, Corinne?
Listen to that.
Are you a fucking whore? Is that a bad word? Would you list that on your bad word list?
This is why he's an internet supervillain. He's an internet supervillain.
Corinne, I'm curious. Did you use your super chat money to hire a maid to clean up the cobwebs in your pussy?
I've never had a super chat money, so you're a liar and you're a shitty reporter.
It was a question, Corinne.
I've never had
It was a question, Corinne,
so
not a statement. It's called a question, not a statement. I don't know who Moon is. I don't know what Moon is. I don't know what you're talking about. You're a confused old woman.
You never say bad words to women.
You're a confused old woman, Corinne.
And I'm an American blonde. And my family found it.
I don't know if that's a natural hair color. At the age of 60, doesn't it start to go gray?
I'm nowhere near 60.
Oh, you're 64, 63, I think, somewhere up there. I'm pretty sure you are. You look like you have more plastic on you than a Barbie doll.
Watch you.
You have more plastic on you than a Barbie doll, Corinne.
I have never had any plastic surgery ever to anything on my body.
Well, how do you leave the house then?
How
do you leave the house then? You put a paper bag over your head?
No one should watch him.
Is that what you do?
He's total trash liar, and he's just trying to make money off of you guys.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. I'm here to make the big bucks so I can run the hot hack site Kiwi Farms. That's what we do, Corinne. That's how we do.
Okay. My chat is telling me to hang up on you because that's not really Mr. Metokur.
No, it's
him.
That's really Mr.
100%.
I told you, Corinne. It's Mr. Minotaur, because you fuck with the bull, you get the horns.
Corinne.
No one can verify.
Corinne, it's 100% him.
Yeah,
Trust me.
I want verification. Everyone's saying that.
Corinne, we talked to you before the stream. I talked to you before the stream.
I know, but you lied to me.
I didn't lie to you.
They all lied to you, Corinne. They all lied to you. They all work for Kiwi Farms. We're all 24 opping up here. It's all 24-hour ops up in here, Corinne.
Jihadi Jarbo is one of his acolytes.
Who is Matt? She's asking who is Matt Jarbo, Jim? Can you?
Matt Jarbo is an administrator. Matt Jarbo is an administrator on Kiwi Farms. Jihadi Jarbo is the one that ran the Gamergate op, Corinne, to get whores out of video games. Well, maybe read a book, Corinne. I don't know. Zoe Quinn wrote a book. Go read it. Can you read?
Keep on jabbing me.
Can you read? Are you able to? Or your old eyes make it difficult to make out figures on a piece of paper?
When you're rude to women? Does it make you feel better about yourself when you're rude
I don't think you're really what could be considered a woman when you've had that many parts of your body replaced by plastic surgery, Corinne.
Yep, keep on zero plastic surgery.
And
you know what is your real name, sir? Because you know my real name. What is your real name? And you hide behind a fake, tacky name.
So you want my real name?
Yeah, what's your reil name? Is it James?
It's Andy. It's Andy Warski. That's W-A-R-S-K-I. And that's a W for a winner, Corinne, something you're never going to be.
I want Andy Warski. Where is Andy? Andy Warski, I'm ready to do your show. I'm sick of getting tortured by idiots.
Doesn't want to talk to a used-up plastic thought, Corinne. He's not interested.
Andy Warski has the best show.
Andy Warski's not going to let you in his house and steal his iPads, Corinne. He's not going to let you do it.
Andy's busy announcing the cancellation of his show.
Excuse me, whoever's talking on the phone is an idiot. I did not steal anyone's iPad. My iPad was stolen.
We all know that you're an iPad thief, Corinne.
Because I've got videotapes. You want to see the videotape of them
I saw the
stealing
video
my
where you
iPad?
held up an iPad and said, I stole this from Paul Danino. You held up an iPad and said, I stole this from Paul Danino.
I'm not even listening to anything he's saying. It's so stupid. Yeah,
So-
this is like getting dumb.
What about the iPad,
The
Corinne?
technology isn't working, you guys, to do this show. I'm so sorry. It's not
Oh
working,
God, yeah, it's
'cause I
hard for
can't
old
hear
people
you.
to make technology work, isn't it?
It just you have
I
to
can't
turn.
hear anything
Corinne,
you guys are
Corinne, do you
saying.
have a granddaughter that can help you work it? Maybe go get one of your great
I'm
grandchildren
sorry,
to
I
make
can't
the stream
hear
work
anything
for
you're
you.
saying. The technology
Corinne,
is not working on
turn
my
off
machine.
the stream in the background. The
Who
the
really
backlash
owns Kiwi
the
Farm?
the
That's what I wanna
backlash
know.
is making it so you can't hear us.
No, wait. Say it
And you
again.
really
Cor-
want to know who owns Kiwi Farm.
Corinne, I
That's what
can't
really
understand
trying
you.
to
Put the
tell.
dentures in deeper so we
I
can make
can't
out the words
understand
you're
you either.
saying.
Your technology does not
Put
work.
a little more glue on your dentures so we can understand you, Corinne. What are you saying?
I have no idea what they're saying. I can't even hear. Oh, I heard someone just say they didn't understand me. I don't understand that.
Corinne, we can hear you. I know you can hear us. So
Okay,
It's
this
the
is
stream in the
Corinne
background
Forever.
that's messing it up.
Forever. I have no idea who I'm talking to.
This
I
is like
think I'm talking
this
to
is like
Ralph,
watching somebody's
but I'm not
confused
really sure who I'm
grandpa
talking to.
wander
Now I'm
around an
getting
old
phone
age
calls.
home.
Now my phone calls are out of control. I'm
Corinne.
getting out of control phone calls.
Corinne.
Yeah.
Corinne, you asked me
Okay,
here. You
identify
want to know
yourself.
about how
Since I'm
Kiwi
not
Farms
there,
is run? I've got
who's
things to
talking
do.
to me?
I've got things to do, Corinne. What do you want to know about Kiwi Farms?
I'm on this ridiculous. I don't know who I'm talking to, but it's called the Killstream with Ralph. I thought Ralph was a cool cat.
Yeah, it's a
But I
suggestion.
have
He
no
named it
idea
after a
who I'm
suggestion.
talking
Corinne,
to.
take that suggestion.
Anyway, my phone's ringing off the hook. Okay, so Ralph, if you want to organize this in an organized way, I said I'd talk about what Ice Poseidon said today. I said
Nobody
I'd talk
cares,
about how
Corinne.
DJ
Nobody
said it's
cares.
on
Nobody
live
cares,
stream
Corinne.
today.
Not
I
a
would say
single
you don't
person on
care.
earth cares about
People care if
Paulina's
people threaten to
thoughts
kill
on you.
people on live stream.
Oh
DJ
my God,
admitted
that's so
today that he
tragic.
hacked two
It's
of
so
my
tragic,
email
Corinne.
accounts.
We're all playing a small
DJ
violin
admits
over
he
here.
hacked two of my email accounts.
She's been super hacked,
Admitted
guys.
to hacking PayPal
She's
and
been
admitted to
super
hacking
hacked. Call
YouTube.
the police.
Yeah. And I never did anything with Justin Carey,
Now-
discuss Jim Carey, nothing.
He claimed
Zero.
you sucked his dick
And I
in
don't
a
know
bush.
who was on the case.
He
How do
said
I-
he's.
My viewers are telling me that it's not really this Mr. Metokur
No, it
person.
is. It is.
So Corinne
Now,
Forever,
Ralph, to be fair, she
Laura,
couldn't
and
suck a
Annie.
dick. Her dentures
I
would
want you
fall
to
out.
promote my channel.
So I don't
now
think
so
that's a
can
true
put up
story.
with Someone saying bad words. Corinne Forever. Promote my channel.
Is that how long you've been alive? Forever? Because you look like you're 128 years old.
Corinne Forever. Everyone.
When you spread your legs, do bats fly out, Corinne? That's just a question I'm curious about.
if you
Do
don't
bats
wanna
come
promote
out of
my
there?
channel, I'm
Do they
not
dwell there in
interested.
the daylight?
I don't. Anything else exciting you guys want to say? I don't even know who I'm talking to. Honestly, I can't even verify who is.
You
on
can't
this
validify
channel.
it? Is that what Valley Girls
I
do in
cannot
California?
verify who is on this channel, Ralph. So be a
Valley
gentleman.
Girls.
and
we've had
With your
Mr.
respect-
Minotaur on here several times. It's definitely him.
Okay, what is his real name? I'm not calling someone by their alias name. I want to talk to a real person with a real name. Jim is his name.
Carl Benjamin.
Jim
It's
Carl
Jim,
Benjamin.
It's Jim Minotaur.
Carl
That's why they
Benjamin
call
is
me-
Mr. Minokur's real name.
Well,
Or is
some
his
my
real
friends
name
call me
Jim?
that, Corinne. My friends call me
I'm
Carl
gonna read
Jim
what my chat
Benjamin.
says. Wait, someone gave me your name. It's Jim something. I'm gonna tell you in a second.
All right.
Jim something? Is that what a capital is?
I want to know who is on my chat. Let's see.
By
Yeah,
the way-
they're saying that they. Okay, what is Mr. Minokur's real name?
It's Jim Minotaur,
wanna
you
talk
dumb cunt.
I'm not even gonna think so low as to call someone a bad word. It shows how tacky and trash.
Well, that's because you
are.
have a limited
You're
vocabulary. The Botox makes it hard
Hey,
to open
Ralph,
your
do you have
mouth to
anything
come
else
up with
you wanna
intricate
say?
words
Oh, his
with
name is
multiple
Jim
syllables.
Benjamin. Yeah, what is Mr. Minokur's real name? James
Yeah,
Benjamin?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's
now
James
my chat's
Benjamin.
getting good. I love the chat. My little chatty chat. Corinne Forever.
Yeah, it's James.
F-O-R-E-V-E,
It's
my little
James
chatty
Benjamin.
chat
Nobody
thing.
cares what your channel is, Corinne. Nobody wants to watch an old person
then
feel around.
why are you talking to me? If I'm so
Because you
unimportant, don't
begged
talk
me to
to
come
me.
on.
You guys
You
are just,
begged me to come on. You're thirsty for attention.
who
so
are
here it is.
you? Remind
I'm
me
the
who
guy
you
that you
are.
begged to come on, Corinne. That's who I am.
I want to talk to Andy Worski. You're lame.
No,
I like
Andy Worski doesn't want
Where
to
is
look at
Andy
you.
Worski?
Nobody does.
Shout
That's
out
when
to
you put
Andy
a bag
Worski.
on your head
He's
when
way
you leave
better
the
than
house.
this guy Jim. Jim is boring, and Jim's facts are wrong. He thinks I stole an iPad. He obviously has no facts.
Obviously you did.
The iPad was
It's known
stolen
as
from me.
Corinne the
I have
iPad
the police
from
report on
California.
it.
It's
And
a
all
well-reported
Mr.
fact.
Minokur, Jim Benjamin's facts are stupid, and he's
I said
rude
on the
to
Monday
women. He
Match
should be
Show, he
taken
said
off
you're an
YouTube for
iPad
his
thief.
sexist remarks. He uses too many bad words. I don't know how you guys watch this trash. Honestly, this would never be allowed on major
But
television.
you're still here, aren't you? You're still here, Corinne. You're still here begging for attention, aren't you?
I mean,
You
nobody
like-
would even do this. Like, this is actually entertainment to me to hear some idiot call so many bad words. It's
Ralph, do you have an
ridiculous.
off button for this robot? Is there an off button
Oh
for
my
this thing?
gosh.
So hit
The
him back.
Stanley East Side. What is that? I
She's
want
so
to
very
email
confused.
The Stanley East Side. Aw. Yeah, everyone's worried about me.
Are
It
they?
should be. This shows you how much bullies these guys are.
Well, we're known as bully jerks
Okay,
at Kiwi
Ralph,
Farms.
you wanna
So
show
that's the nickname we go by. Kiwi Farms, the bully jerks.
Okay, Ralph, do you want to chill and start over? Do you have anything
No,
else you
nobody
wanna
No.
wants to chill with
No.
you unless you're
No.
put in a freezer where you belong.
Oh my God, this is the stupidest conversation. I think this is the dumbest conversation I've ever had with a man in my
So
entire
you should
life.
fit right in because you're an idiot.
There's this piece of trash, and he should honestly not even be allowed to be on YouTube. He's so trashy. So I can't even hear half the stuff he's saying, but it's just.
That's probably
beyond
because you're
stupid.
old and your hearing aids aren't working. Put a new battery in.
Oh, keep on saying stupid things.
Oh, you
You're-
heard that though, didn't you,
I'm
Ben?
so old.
You heard that,
I'm
didn't
so
you?
old.
Pick that up clearly,
I'm so
didn't
old.
you, Corinne?
Talking about him giving blowjobs on Ice Poseidon's channel today. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I'm
nobody
sick of
cares
it.
whose dick you suck, Corinne.
But wait, last
God,
night you
yes,
said that
all
you
day
fucked.
long.
Wait,
No one
wait.
cares about you. because
Corinne, to
you
be
speak
fair,
is
last night,
trash.
excuse me, last night you said you didn't fuck celebrities, you fucked IRL
I
streamers.
can't
That's-
hear you. I'm sorry, Ralph. I can't hear you. Think of it.
I think you probably could hear me, but
Ralph, you gotta moderate this better because this guy is really, really, really rude. I don't even know if it's really who he says he is, but
is.
you gotta moderate this. or it's not gonna-
Corinne, did they
Okay,
name you
what is
after
it- okay,
chlorine?
what's
Because
the-
that's what people want to
What
drink
is
after
this
they
guy's
listen to you.
real name? What is his real name? Oh my God,
James
that's not
Benjamin.
good.
It's James Benjamin.
Okay, James Benjamin.
That's right. Do you want to
Okay,
talk to
James
my?
Benjamin.
Do you want to talk to my stepfather,
I don't
Corinne?
know.
He's a big man. He's an important man.
I was told that you own Kiwi Farms, and that's how this all started. And so I guess you don't own Kiwi Farms, or you do own Kiwi Farms.
Why would I be
Wrong,
here?
Kiwi
Why
Farms.
would
I
I?
don't care
Why would
about
I be
anyone
here
named
if I were not
Kiwi.
the? Why would I be here if I was not the owner of Kiwi Farms, Corinne?
I don't know, dude. You're probably a game player like everyone else. Okay, so
A
who
game
owns
player?
James Benjamin?
God, what are you? 80
Who
years
owns
old?
Kiwi Farms?
When you used to play with hoops and sticks, was that
Carl
what you
Jim
call each other?
Benjamin
Game
owns Kiwi
players?
Farms. And what
Was
state are
that
you?
the
What
hip
state
new
are you
term?
in, Carl Jim Benjamin?
What state am I in? I live in
Corinne,
Tennessee.
and
I
one
live
that
in.
promoted Ice
I
Poseidon
live in
and made
Tennessee,
people with
Corinne.
iPads.
Chlorine.
Yeah,
I live in
Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Tennessee, that's awesome.
Yeah, that's right. Nashville, Tennessee, Chlorine. That's where I live.
Why is someone trying to ring me on the phone from a 508 number who says that they're your 35% investor? Someone's calling me saying they're your 35% investor, and that
I'm gonna
you're
guess that's
broke and that
that's
you
that's
make
Matt
money.
Jarbo. My
This is
my
really
right
funny. I'm
hand.
getting bad phone calls about this guy.
That's
Yeah,
my right
everything.
hand.
Anyway.
Jihad Jarbo.
He's trying to tell me, and I'll jump in, but everything Mr. Metokur ever said about me was bullshit and a lie. My iPad was stolen at Poseidon's house. It's with the LAPD.
Chlorine,
I have
stop
the police
stealing
report. I have
iPads.
the video.
It's
We
bad
can play the
habit.
video on
We've seen the
Adventures
videos.
with
Everybody's
Corinne, which
seen
is
the
my
videos.
Instagram
Keep going.
account. You can follow my YouTube, Corinne Forever. It's not okay to bully people on the internet. I don't know why anybody watches Mr. Metokur if he's going to say bad words. Do you want to start over, Ralph, and play the rules and be kind?
we're live here on the air now, Corinne. What I mean?
Yeah,
what
so
do
why
you
don't
mean
you
start
set the
over?
rules to be a better moderator because I expected you to be a good moderator.
Okay, you had a
so far
question. You
haven't
had
done.
questions you wanted to ask Mr. Metokur. Minotaur.
Minotaur.
The only reason
Excuse
I
me,
want to talk
Minotaur.
to him is, does he own Kiwi Farm? Who owns this Kiwi Farm thing, and what state is it based out of?
James Benjamin owns Kiwi Farms, and it's based in Nashville, Tennessee. Chlorine.
Oh, interesting. Okay, thank you for being a gentleman. Look, Darth Vader may come to the light side. Why? do
Well,
you
they
think
always
it's
told
okay
me to
ever
respect
call
my
a
elders.
woman- Why is it ever okay to? Oh, so you're part of the ICE conspiracy that's happening to hurt women. Why do you think it's ever okay to say a bad word to a woman? I'm just curious.
Because
Why is it ever? It's a Me Too. It's Me Too now. Everyone on social
Well,
media
she keeps
is
talking.
totally
Ugh.
respectful.
You gotta let it. You gotta let him answer,
Shout out to
Corinne.
everyone who's on social media. It's time to be respectful to women and give us a fair chance.
Corinne, you gotta.
We honestly care about you guys. You know what? I care about people. I would
Okay.
never sink the level of name calling anyone. It's so
Okay.
stupid in this day and age. Let's be mature
she just
and
sinks to the level of
respectful like
stealing
our founding
iPads.
fathers were. Ice Poseidon stole my iPad, you complete idiot. Did you
You
not
stole
watch the
his.
footage?
You stole Paul Danino's
No,
iPad. We've
oh
all
my
seen
God,
the footage.
he's lying. You want to see the footage on? It's on my Instagram, Adventures with Corinne. Paul Danino.
I
stole
can't look
my
at
iPad.
nudity, Corinne. I
And
don't
it's
want to
with
look
the
at you naked
LAPD.
on Instagram. No.
You're not allowed to have nudity on Instagram, you idiot. My
Yeah,
God,
because
you're
nobody
really
wants to see
stupid.
it. Nobody wants to see you
Wow,
naked. That's why. That's the rule. That's why they came up with it.
You are really dumb. Gosh, I mean, did you go to college?
Was there a question in this, Chlorine?
Yeah. Did you have another?
Oh
Okay.
my God.
So
I'm
he
going to
ate.
show you guys my Instagram right now, and I'm going to show you Paul stealing my
I can't see
iPad on
anything
it
in the
right
Skype call, you old baddie cunt.
I'm going to show you all Paul stealing my.
All right. So, Corinne, did you have another question? He answered the question about.
I
Kiwi
can't hear anything you guys are saying.
Then how did you know to respond to that?
I'm not responding to anything you said. I'm talking on my stream.
But you just responded again.
I'm showing the videotape on
God.
my stream. I can't hear anything you guys are saying. Yeah, I'm showing the videotape on my stream.
Okay. Did you have another question? You told me to moderate, so I'm trying to.
You're not really being a respectful moderator. I can't even hear you.
You just heard me.
I'm showing right now on my stream where he says it's my iPad and I'm stealing it from her.
But how are you able to converse with me if you can't hear me? That's what I don't understand.
I can barely hear you.
Oh no.
Okay, do you want to play right now where he says he's stealing my iPad?
Nobody
does.
Not
No,
really.
not really. No, not interested. Sorry.
Yeah, it's right on my Instagram, Adventures with Corinne.
Nobody wants to look at Grandma's
That's
Instagram,
what I'm saying
Chlorine.
again and again and again.
By the way, for the record, Corinne,
Yeah, that's
we
all
played
everyone says.
this.
I'm not giving my iPad back.
We played this, Corinne. We played this weeks ago. Is she just literally holding the phone up to her computer right now? Corinne, what are you doing? I think you really triggered her with the iPad remark.
Playing you.
Okay, Corinne.
Well, Ralph, I'd love to stick around, but I have lives to ruin and women to harass on Kiwi Farms, of which I am the owner.
Hold on. Let me just hang up on her for a sec because I had a couple other questions I wanted to ask you besides that.
Go ahead.
Since I have you here, what did
Maybe
you think?
MLK was wrong.
Yeah, that was the soundboard. What did you think about? We may or may not get her back on later, but I think we had enough of that. What did you think about Sargon's alt-right letter and then the video he did yesterday and all that? His seeming obsession with the alt-right.
I don't know. That's like the third letter he's written. I'm gonna guess. I don't know. It's the third letter he's written in like the 18th video he's made.
Yeah, and he made
it's like you know how people say H Bomber Guy has an obsession with Sargon. Well, Sargon's made more videos and fucking posts on the alt right than H Bomber Guy's made on Sargon.
It is a little hilarious. Oh, also, I don't know if you saw Warski stream, but the Kumite is apparently done. Did you have any thoughts on that? Since we have you here on the breaking news story.
No, I missed that. What's going on?
They're saying the Kumite is done. They're quitting. Apparently, it's not a comedy bit. They're actually going to quit the Kumite. So.
All right, now are we sure, or is this going to be a tomorrow? Hey, we got you guys. It's a zinger.
No, Andy said it's not going to be on his channel anymore. Tonka doesn't want to do it, so I think Failure was talking about doing a morning show, like on his own. So.
I don't know. Whatever. If they don't like doing it, they don't like doing it. I guess. Is that why are they quitting? I guess I should probably ask.
I think. Well, they did cite the stream on Sunday, and I think Tonka maybe just getting fed up. People have been going at him pretty hard the last couple weeks, so it seems like that's kind of gotten to him a little bit. So.
No. Okay. Listen. I've been preparing for the super secret lawsuit that Kraut and the Ops gang are
that's another thing
with.
I was just about to ask you about. What did you think about that? I saw it on Twitter, and apparently they're going to try to sue you to get your real name. And
I have no idea. Well, here's my thoughts on that. I have no idea if it's real. As Braving Ruin was saying afterwards, they were claiming it was a troll. Well, I don't know. I mean, if you're running a gay Discord group that does 24-hour ops that got fucking busted for doing shit like that in the first place. And then your idea of trolling afterwards is to do more of it, but only pretend to do it. Nobody's gonna believe that it was a joke. They're gonna think you're all fucking idiots.
I was only pretending to be a trout.
Yeah. Plus, I saw some people. I guess it was Braving Ruin or whoever he was talking to. Maybe said that they changed it to that because they knew that some of their messages had been leaked, and so now they were going to try to act like it was a joke. But I don't know. Didn't really seem like a joke to me. I saw you.
Well, no, I mean, if he sues me, I'm gonna live stream the court case.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding. And then the first day, I'm gonna dress up like that fucking soy picture of Nintendo Lobo, the Wojak one where he's got the fucking robot suit on.
Woohoo! Yuppie!
Because at that point, why would I give a shit? So, and then I'll probably counter sue for fun, and just so I can read off his forum posts in a court of law, so they're on record, where he's talking about killing Muslims and how they're shitskins. Just to get that on record for his,
I don't think that goes over too well in the EU where he lives. I think that might be.
I don't know. That might be a bit of an issue, but I have no idea. Yeah, I'll live stream it if he does. It'll be fun.
All right, man. Thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I would have had a conversation with her, but God, is she so fucking annoying?
It's tough,
like,
I tried to rot it
really
out,
hard.
and she just wasn't cooperating. Also, one of the main problems was she had her stream on in the background, which was totally unneeded, totally superfluous. That was not needed, and she just. But
I'm amazed she's still around doing shit. Like I'm actually amazed that she's still around because she's had like 4 accounts that got struck down, and then multiple social media accounts that got struck down. And I don't know what she's doing. You know what I wish you would have asked, or if you get a chance to, didn't she file a police report for the stolen iPad? And didn't she file a police report for the assault with the handcuffs? So what's the follow-up?
So I know you covered it. You did your own stream on it like that night. I mean, the cops showed up. It was live on camera. And she kept talking. Now she's talking about she's in discussions with the FBI. And earlier tonight, I don't know who that fat dude's name was, but he said something about, I can make them both go away if you want. DJ. I think he just meant, they don't have to be around anymore. And she took that. She tried to say that was a death threat. So she was on here claiming they threatened to kill her and stuff. And
put a hit on her.
She's like a parody of a real human being. I love how it's like every other sentence she says, "Me too." It's a woman's generation. And then after that, like within 2 or 3 sentences, she'll say, "Chlorine forever." And then she'll spell out her fucking shitty channel name so you can come watch it.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't give up easily. Oh, also, you mentioned last night, and I'd seen a couple posts about this. Doesn't she like come from money? Isn't her family fairly wealthy?
That was the claim. She said that they basically funded the LAPD, and that her father was a millionaire, and that she knew all these politicians and movie stars and musicians, and lived in Beverly Hills, and was living an affluent lifestyle. But yet, she needs to worry about replacing a fucking iPad, right? And she seems to be interested in how do I get that text to speech? Well, if you're a fucking millionaire's daughter, why are you worried about $5 on text to speech, Chlorine?
Yeah.
Like, what's the story with that?
And maybe I could reveal this. She'll probably be mad at me for revealing this, but about an hour before we were about to go off the air, she sent me a message, and I guess somebody else had sent it to her, and they said, Ralph's making all this money off you. You ought to make sure you get 25%.
She wanted a cut.
She wanted 25%, and then about 15 minutes before we went on the air, she says, I want 50%. So she was trying to hold me up, Ultimate Warrior style, to drop a wrestling reference.
Well, Ralph, she's so fucking stupid. Send it to her in Bitcoin, because I don't think she can ever work out how to get the money out of Bitcoin. It's like, she'll just sit there staring at the computer. How do I get the numbers out? It's me too, girls. How do we get the Bitcoins out of the computer?
Legit,
I need to get a latte.
She went from 25 to 50 right before we were going on the air. She's like, I want 50.
She looks like a human-sized Barbie doll that had.
You gotta type your credit card number and your expiration date in the chat. That's how you get the Bitcoins out.
No, wait, what'd you say, Jim?
I said she looks like a human-sized Barbie doll that had somebody put a fucking blowtorch to its face. Like, she's telling me she's had no plastic surgery. I don't know who she's trying to kid with that. That is an old.
That's lady. A 100% lie. There's no way she has none.
She's an old
also,
lady.
it was difficult. By the way, thanks for the suggestion on how to get her on, because she did.
No, Skype is great. We used to do prank calls on Skype all the fucking time. Like, it's wonderful using Skype to do that.
She actually did create a regular Skype account, but of course that was too
confusing.
It was too confusing. So I just
back in the day.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know much about your guys' families, but maybe you have like that elderly relative that gets confused at Thanksgiving dinner. That's kind of what she reminds me of, is like, how do I get the VCR to work? How do I get the TV to work?
My aunt, she used to see a show and it would be a replay of a program, and she would think like it was a new show. You know what I mean? Like this is a new one coming out. It's like, no, it's syndication. They show these on this channel.
Well, yeah, that's the great thing about dementia. They're always entertained. It's always new. It could be the 50th rerun of that Magnum PI episode, and that's a fucking mystery for them.
That Andy Griffith, how does he stay so young?
No, it's seriously like it was anyway. Yeah, I guess. I mean, what else is going on?
Oh, you're struggling for a topic.
I'm struggling.
It's time to play Viva La Raza, Ralph. That's how we pulled that in.
No.
Yeah.
So they're wait, is Andy killing his show then too, or is it just?
No, he's going.
No, he said
he's
going to continue doing his show, but the Kumites, he said, run out of steam and they're just not feeling it anymore. And the last I checked, Tonka was on there arguing with Zoom. And then I turned it off because I had to do my own show. So,
yeah, Warski's show is going 3 nights a week. I think it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
JF was gloating. Pretty much what you said was going to happened though. You said if JF and Andy split up, that they're going to split their audiences. And if you look at, like, you can just see it's.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can't have a scheduled show, right, where you're doing it like 3-4 times a week, and you've got 2 guys hosting it, and then you split, and one guy continues doing a scheduled program, and then the other guy is kind of like, well, I'll do one night a week, and then I'm going to do like a morning gaming show, and then I'm going to do another morning show with 2 other guys. Because then your audience is like, well, what fucking time do I tune in? At least with JF, people knew when it was, where it was, and when to expect it. So he was able to, they split the audience, but he was able to retain the people that went with him. I think Andy's problem was he split the audience, but then he was kind of hopping all over the place, and so people didn't know, like, what am I tuning into? What show am I supposed to watch? Because you have 3 of them.
Yeah, and he didn't hit the ground running, so JF just, immediately, started streaming every day, pretty much like 7 p.m. Eastern every single night he's on, and
JF is the quintessential Frenchman. He used his show to hit on every bitch he could get on that fucking program. He's like, today we're going to have, Emily Eucas?
Yeah.
And then the next day we're going to have this blonde chick, and then the next day we're going to have this other chick. It was almost like he was using it as a dating service for
Faith Goldie. Faith Goldie was on there last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows. He is the most Frenchman I've ever seen. He's looking for that pussy when he can get it.
I can't even fucking hate on it because it's genius.
Yeah, man.
No, he knew what he was doing. Yeah,
he knew exactly what he was doing.
You have to give it to JF. He's actually getting paid money to hit on chicks. Like, he's sitting there with his best game. Like, he's at the bar, like, hey, baby, you want some D? And then he's like, hold on a second. 1488 wants me to say the 14 words here for $5. Okay, so, bitch, where you live? He's got that shit down.
Speaking of JF,
we are in the public space, but I can take you back to the private space.
You've talked about this a couple times. I mean, several times actually. How I guess the crowd and also other people were like, why don't you make this video on JF? He's such a lolcow, and why don't you just make it up? Is there any better way to ensure that you don't make a video than to try to pressure you into making a video?
No, that was the thing. Like, it was nonstop, right? And it was like 3 distinct groups doing it, but they're kind of all interconnected in a weird fucking way.
Right.
But it was like, yeah, first it was, you should do a video on JF. And the thing I was waiting for was you remember the Destiny JF court case?
Yeah, I do.
How that was. Yeah, like I was.
It never happened. Yeah.
If that had happened, I was going to cover it because that would have been funny as shit for 1,000 different fucking reasons.
Oh, God.
So I'm kind of like, okay, I'm going to wait for this and see where this plays out, because he was like, I'm going to file a lawsuit, and Destiny's like, oh, take me to court. So I was like, great, this is going to be like 5 videos worth of fucking shit to talk about with these 2 guys in court with each other. It was a funny thought, but it didn't happen. And then I start getting all these fucking messages from people that were associated with Crowd's Discord or associated with the liberalist movement, all saying, JF's an epic lolcow. You got to milk those nipples and all this kind of. They're trying to like use the lingo, but it doesn't really fucking fit. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'm not really interested. And then they got angry. And then it was, you're biased, Jim. Why don't you just say that you're a neo-Nazi? That's why you won't cover JF, because JF is, of course, the poster boy for neo-Nazis, apparently, in their mind.
Yes.
And then they just kept getting angrier and angrier. And I reached the point where I was like, you know, I don't, there's no other community that I would let do that. I don't have a bunch of fucking furries come up and say, you need to make a video on this guy, Jim, or else you're an otherkin. Like, fuck off. What do I care what a bunch of fucking furries want me to make a video on?
It's like, people that already don't like me are going to say bad things about me because I didn't make the video they want. Yeah, I mean, it's like, what?
Yeah, so it reached the point where it was like, it's funnier to watch you get angry about me not making the video than actually making a video on it. And besides, the other thing I noticed is all these fucking people that keep bringing up make a video haven't made a fucking video of their own. Where are all their hot takes on JF? Where are those super funny fucking videos these guys put out? Because I haven't seen one.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have a monopoly on everybody else creating videos. It's not like you can stop them. And that's another thing with the shows. Somebody was like, this show, I'm sad it's going away, and I wish I had something to watch, or, you know, go do your own show. Like, I mean, I don't know. Couple more things now. Jeff Holiday on Dr. Phil, did you see that?
Yeah, he was dealing with a crazy bitch. I just like the diarrhea quotes. He talked about shitting yourself a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
It can cure the gay.
Yes.
Best clip.
Yeah, people in your chat are asking what happened to Bering. From what I understand, somebody said it was something to do with him advertising some kind of a dating site or something.
No, at the beginning of his videos, he has a thing for like some CBD oil. And like, I didn't even think about it, so I was watching. Actually, I know your good friend, the Quartering. I was watching. He did a video on it, and I was in a parking lot earlier because I was driving around, so I just turned it on, and I was thinking, oh, spam reporting, maybe this is bullshit, and then he just happened to mention the the CBD oil ad that plays at the beginning, and I hadn't even thought of that, and I think that might actually be it. Maybe there's some false claims in there. I don't know.
Well, you know, speaking of my great friend, the Quartering, I saw that conversation. Wait a minute, are we live right now? Are we on the air?
Yes.
We are? Okay.
Yeah, that was
that conversation was great. I love listening to two dudes talk about who's richer. I have 7 figures in my bank account. Well, I've got more than you do. Well, I've got a master's degree. I almost went to Princeton. Well, you know, it's like,
it literally was that.
It was surreal that night. It was the after show. And
then Coach Red Pill says he has 3 different. What did he say?
He has 3 kids from 4 women.
Something, yeah. Which doesn't. I don't even.
How
know
does
how
that math work out? Why wouldn't you say you have 3 kids from 3 women? It's the 4th one cheering you on.
I don't know. That's what he said.
I'm not sure. That's some next level shit.
That's some Steiner math right there.
Yeah, maybe the 4th woman was loaning the 3rd one her uterus or something. I don't know. That's some kind of weird thing, but no, watching those two go at it was funny. As they kind of went back and forth. I wish you had webcams on because I'm pretty sure they would have whipped their dicks out and had a measuring contest.
I actually said that at one point. I was like, I didn't want to interrupt because I thought you guys were about to start measuring your dicks. But okay, a couple more. I do have topics. It helps to just go down your feed and read about the shit you've been talking about already. Monday Matt and his recordings. I don't know if you saw his tweet. I guess it was yesterday, where he said, "Oh, he's been drunk and he's been tired and he doesn't like the person he's become, and he's sorry and he's gonna."
Oh well, there was a new one, and I really wanted.
I heard he was shit talking you. Actually, I haven't.
Yeah,
heard
I know. No, yeah, there's one where he's like, and 70% of Jim's contents are lies, and then he brings up Sargon, and I wanted to take it. He's like, because he doesn't show context, right? And I really wanted to take that clip and change it so he said, and 70% of Sargon's content is lies, and then put it up for laughs. Yeah, no, I had a bunch of dumb fucks like from the crowd server, like Dralasta and all these other YouTube academic retards, bitching me out saying you secretly recorded him. I'm not the one that recorded that, and I'm not the one that released it. Like, I'm not in control of these secret recordings, so I don't know what the fuck these retards.
Yeah, I think that was Dralasta I saw on your timeline. I was like, oh, Jim's releasing shit or whatever, clearly having no awareness that was released, independently.
Oh, do you know what he was bothered about too in that clip where he was talking? He was mad about the Kilroy thing.
Oh. I thought, dude, I watched that little stream you did with him, and you were like, you weren't even that mean. I mean, you were making jokes because it was obviously a retarded event, but it could have been a lot nastier. Let's just put it that way. I don't think he has any right to be to be upset about that.
No, he can say whatever he wants. The funny thing is with the recordings and shit, with all 3 of them, really, people are like, if he said this shit in his videos, I'd sub. I'd watch his stuff.
Yep. can't tell you how many people on Twitter are just like, wow, Matt, like, I hope he sticks with this because, like, he's actually, you know, I like him now if he talks like that.
It's not so mundane anymore, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, people wanted, like, people were liking it, but he's, like, apologizing for it. And I was like, why are you ruining your redemption arc?
I know, that's what I'm
Matt,
thinking.
what are you doing?
Like, this is the best I've seen Monday Matt probably ever. And the funny thing is, that's the shit he actually believes, but he kind of sanitizes it for his videos and stuff. If he just, you know, shot from the hip like that. You know,
he could be the most red-pilled motherfucker on the internet again.
Yeah, he could. Well, I mean, I know his audience is kind of, his numbers are kind of dropping. So I don't, like, what does he have to lose, right? Why be the nice guy with milquetoast opinions? What, you're not gaining anything from that.
No, I think he'd be better if he was a little meaner. I really liked what he said about Greg, Seanhead's boyfriend, and he like sort of walked it back on our stream a couple days ago or whatever.
Are you talking about the he'd cry if he saw a pussy?
Yeah, I thought that was fucking fantastic. I was like, damn, dude, that's good. If he was more like that on his streams and his videos, I think he'd get, you know, a better audience and more people would engage with him.
Now, I'm sure all you guys understand that diversity is our strength, of course. What are your thoughts on Battlefield 5's new hot trailer?
Oh my god.
Maybe MLK was wrong.
Yeah, I'm not thrilled. I actually loved Battlefield 4. I'm not gonna lie. I played so many hours of that. I don't know what. It's fantasy at this point. So, of course, they had, at least with the World War I, Battlefield 1, which I also have that. I didn't play it as much though, because I don't know, the vehicles, just the World War I vehicles.
Did you see the copy pasta people are spamming in the fucking comment section underneath the video? I posted a cap of it. Yeah,
I was about to say, I saw the one you put on Twitter here.
Yeah, no, everybody's been spamming that. Yeah, they're like, there are no disabled trannies in World War II.
It says trash. EA keeps deleting. I keep posting. Handicapped transgender females did not fight in World War II. Yeah, I'll pull that.
Which is, it's completely factually correct. I don't think any war records of disabled trannies running around the battlefields of World War II.
It's kind of hard to dispute that. Yeah.
At the very least, in Battlefield 5, when the disabled tranny person steals the fucking helicopter and crashes into a mountain, it'll actually be somewhat accurate.
Well, did you see the amount of women they had in it? Like, in the very opening 5 seconds, there's a black chick like diving over a tank. Then you got disabled tranny. You got another bitch in the background like shooting walls and shit. And I was like, what the fuck am I watching? What is this?
The first woman that they have that jumps out of the tank, she's got like a missing arm. It's like a prosthetic. Like limb. I didn't even look like that back then.
Well, yeah, no, it's just.
Well, the funny thing is, women were very much involved with World War II, just not on the battlefield. So
yeah,
there was, you know, a lot of nurses. There were a lot of women. My own grandmother, you know, like helped put together planes and shit in Tennessee.
They're gonna have a factory simulator in Battlefield 5 to accurately simulate
but it's just
what
like,
women were
you
really
always
doing.
gotta stretch. Like, you don't have to make up shit. Women were actually very much involved in World War II.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to.
But they weren't in combat units.
No, they weren't
Well,
out on
do you
the
think
front
there's gonna be
lines.
like a scene where they take the beaches in Normandy, and then a soldier's gonna run up to a commanding transgendered officer, and he's gonna be like reporting for duty, sir? Like, are they gonna put the pronouns and shit in there?
I mean, they might as well go all the way.
You guys are laughing, but you wait for Battlefield 6 and see where
it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
The main character is gonna be like this black chick with this huge fucking afro. She's gonna walk out on the beaches of Normandy and solo 50v1 everybody on the beach.
Yeah, it's gonna be like blaxploitation. Foxy fucking Brown's gonna walk into a bunker and she's gonna be like, honey child. And she's gonna start cutting white dudes' dicks off. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There was another topic. By the way, we are in discussions to get both of these people on the program, although not at the same time, of course. But the Maddox and Dick thing.
If you ever got Dick Masterson and Maddox in the same stream, that would be the most amazing shit on earth, Ralph.
We're in talks to get them both on the show. I mean, that might be asking too much to get them both.
Did you
on
know
at the same
that
time.
Maddox? I'm fairly certain it was Maddox. Reported me on Twitter.
Did he
What?
really?
Yeah, I made a video making fun of him where I took his cuck video saying that cuck is a beautiful thing and there's nothing wrong with being a cuck. And then I took his lawyer's statement where he said being a cuck is beyond a fool. It's the greatest insult. And I overlaid it on his video. And then I said, can somebody pass this to Maddox for me? And after like three or 400 likes and like 100 retweets, all of a sudden Twitter's like, stop bullying people. You need to take a time out.
Wow.
Yeah, we're trying to get him. We're trying to get him on. Actually, Matt weighed in on that too. I just played a clip, and of course, I was on my little vacation. when this.
Well,
clip
how,
originally
that's
came out.
I guess I'm confused. How are you going to get Maddox on? Because I'm pretty certain he's going to be pretty destitute after wasting money on a $300 million lawsuit he just lost.
We're in talks to get him on. That's
Yeah.
all I can say.
How's he
Holy
paying
shit.
that internet? Yeah.
And now he may or may not
He's-
come on, but we have talked to him through our emissaries, and we're planning to have him on. So if it falls through, it falls through. But we definitely made.
Well, I'm
contact.
sure you can. Yeah, I'm sure you can get Masterson because he's pretty laid back and he likes to laugh. Maddox, though, I'd be really surprised because he's kind of uptight little bitch.
Now, I mean, if everything falls in place, of course, we'd love to have him on at the same
Well,
time.
I know you have to be diplomatic about it. I don't.
Yes,
Maddox,
yes,
bitch.
you could say whatever. Yes.
You're like, no. Well, all our guests we respect greatly. Well, no, fuck him. I'm not a host. Fuck Maddox.
What did you think? I guess I don't have to ask you too much, but what did you think about the lawsuit itself? I won't comment. I won't.
What do I? Okay, I'll give you my thoughts on this. So
Okay.
you're going to go to court, and you're going to say, I'm going to sue these people. I'm not just these people, but like Patreon and everybody else. I'm going to sue fucking everybody because somebody fucked my girlfriend. That's what the lawsuit was.
Pretty much.
They're calling me a cuck because some dude fucked my girlfriend, and I need $300 million to feel better about this. I almost wish it had gone through. I mean, I understand that it's going to be dismissed with prejudice and that they're going to make them refile if they want to do it in another state and shit like that. But I almost wish it went through because I would have loved to have heard the witness testimony. I would have loved to have heard a dude sitting on the stand saying, I totally fucked his girlfriend. I banged the shit out of that bitch. She was screaming my names like a fucking howler monkey. I wanted, like, how they have the court-appointed artists to get like a sketch crying as he's hearing the story of his girlfriend coming to some other guy's dick in her. That's what I wanted, but it was ridiculous. It's a fucking internet lawsuits are dumb to begin with, and this is a guy that didn't he write like what was it, the Alphabet of Manliness and all this other
Yeah,
shit?
I think that was his book. Yeah.
And here he is suing because somebody fucked his girlfriend. Like
I guess we know what C is.
Yeah, how do you bookend that, right? Like you start off in one place and you're all the way over here at the end. I don't know. I wonder what his co-host thought on that is, because doesn't he do a show with Rucka Ali? Like, what does he think of this shit?
It's best to just let that shit slide. What can you? I don't know. Just by blowing it up, and I've said this to other people. I won't. Maybe I won't name them publicly, but some people's that you might know of, audience. But like at a certain point, people say all kinds of shit about me every single day. By shining a spotlight on it yourself, you're making it way bigger than it would ever be otherwise. So,
well, yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was Masterson's or maybe it was Astros or one of the other guys, but one of their lawyers, when they filed their brief, at the very beginning, like, I don't know what the fuck it's called, I'm not a legal guy, but like their answer to the charges that were being brought on them in the civil case, right? Like the first letter of every line ended up saying something like, "You are a cuck." Like, imagine that. A lawyer put in a coded message calling Maddox a cuck in his fucking legal paperwork.
You mean, like, so if you take the first letter of every one, it spells that out? Is that what you're talking about?
Of every sentence, yeah. It was like, I was calling him a cuck, yeah.
Oh, dude, that is, it's pretty harsh, I have to say.
Oh, it got silent there for a second. Is it a Viva La Raza time?
No, Viva La Raza. No. We don't have one of those. Maybe I should think up one just to play anytime there's dead air. We'll just hit that.
Just hit. There you go.
There you go.
Oh no.
Oh, all right, Gator, you have the best soundboard in the business, I have to say.
I swear to God, it's so good.
Speaking of,
I do what I can.
Speaking of Viva La Raza and internet blood sports or whatever. I mean, we're just doing a show here. I don't know if we want to call it internet blood sports, but
you don't have to call it anything. Just do your fucking show.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. That's
Yeah.
kind of how I feel. I mean, we were doing this show way before anyway. So, what did you think of? By the way, I was on the stream Sunday. Obviously, you already know. Most of the people watching this know. At the first opportunity that I was given to leave, I took it like when you gave everybody their final statements. I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and give my final statement and leave.
Yeah, you wanted to get the fuck out of there. Yeah,
Yeah,
it was like 6.5 hours long. I kind of it got tedious at the end there.
It got really tedious. And I'm gonna be honest with you. There's like another hour or so, or 45 minutes after I left. I don't know what you said. Like, I don't know what happened on that hour. But what are your thoughts on that?
Well, that was like the second longest stream I did. I mean, the longest would have been election night, which was like 8 hours. But I was more kind of invested into that. I mean, I was mostly taking a back seat. I mean, you and Worski spoke the least, but after you guys, it would probably have been me. And that was kind of the premise that was agreed to. Like, people were saying, we want to come on and we want to say the problems we fucking have and present the evidence we have. And I was like, all right, fine. I'll take a back seat. I tried to explain a little in the beginning for like 10 minutes. Like, this is kind of the setup. These are the people involved, and this is what they're going to be talking about. And then it was kind of like, okay, I'm just going to take a seat back and let people talk about whatever the fuck they want to talk about.
So
it was like a screaming match for 6 hours.
Now, what made you want to do it in the first place, I guess?
Well, yeah. So I can't remember who it was initially that started saying shit on Twitter, but Zoom eventually jumped in and he's like, well, what about this and what about this? And then I DM'd him and gave him my perspective on a few things. And he's like, well, this is the issue I have. This is the issue I have. And I knew the Backyards Radio guys, Jeffsony and Diogenes, I think, had an issue with Joakim. So it's like, oh, I don't fucking care. I mean, if people are saying like, if it's the Kumite, if it's blood sports, if it's that kind of a premise where everybody can come on and shit talk each other, and then you got a group of people saying we can't ever get on to shit talk, I was like, fuck it, whatever, I'll set it up if that's what you guys want to do. That was my thought going into it. Like, if you've got grievances, fine, I'll let you blast away at each other for 5 hours, whatever.
And also, this is one of the talking points. I think you might have addressed it. I think I might have saw a post about it later on. Like I said, I haven't heard the audio because I'm still suffering PTSD from actually sitting there and listening to people scream about shit I just absolutely do not care about. You dox so and so, okay, I don't care. But I think one of the talking points was that they were selling merchandise with your figure.
Yeah, Zoom had said that, and I was when I talked to him in DMs, I was like, yeah, that's kind of faggy because I don't sell merchandise, right?
Right.
And then on the stream talk, I said, well, you said we could. And I was like, oh, well, I don't know then. Maybe he did bring it up. And I was like, fine, whatever, because it was just a Bloodapalooza thing. But I don't remember it. I don't think Tonka would have a reason to lie on that. He probably asked me on stream. I just don't remember it. But yeah, I mean, I've had the Metokur channel for like, what is it, 4 years now?
Yes.
Yeah, and I don't sell T-shirts and hats and mugs and shit.
So why don't you do that? Let me ask.
I have like flashbacks. Do you remember? Well, I don't know if you know who this was, but Helsing. Was this YouTuber back in like 06 and 07, and he was like one of the first people I ever knew to open up a merchandising shop. Mm-hmm. And he was so full of himself, and we'd always make so much fun of him because he would sell fucking clocks with his face on it, and calendars with his face on it, and journals with everything had his fucking face on it. This big fat face staring at you from a fucking clock on the wall, and like I can't get that fucking image out of my head. So I was like, I'm never gonna do that. I can't ever fucking do that.
It is a little cringe. I actually, full disclosure, I do have a shop. I put a few things on there like 2 years ago. I really haven't updated it.
I think too, it's like, what are you gonna sell? If you're selling something that's not specifically branded, right? It has to be something some motherfucker is gonna be like, oh yeah, whatever. I need a T-shirt, I can wear that, or whatever. I need a hat, I can wear that. Fine. But if it's something fucking obnoxious, like Quick Killer 94's LP channel, and it says that in big fucking letters with pink unicorns and shit jumping around, you're gonna look like a fucking retard walking out into the street. So I guess some channels do better at merchandising than others, but I don't want to fucking navigate that minefield.
Well, plus it's just another.
Just flashes me back to Helsing's clocks,
and it's also just another thing you have to deal with. And it's like, oh, now I got to worry about my store. Think about what products. Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's just another Tom sink. So.
Well, can anybody explain to me? This is always what floored my ass, right? They go to Teespring and shit.
Yeah.
To sell their fucking merchandise. So you're selling a shirt for like $30, right? This is how lazy YouTubers are. So they'll sell their fucking shirt for $30, and then they're getting like a $10 to $15 profit on it, and then Teespring takes the rest, and then they give a portion out for the shipping. You could go to fucking Alibaba or some fucking Chinese site, right? And you could buy that same fucking shirt with the same fucking design for pennies.
You can.
And sell it for half the price that Teespring does, and make all the fucking profit from it.
Yeah,
but they don't want to actually put the business in place. They could operate they have, I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's like a storefront thing that you can run the supplier through, that the people that buy it don't see who the supplier is, but it looks like a normal store. But they're so lazy, they don't do it. So that always kind of floored me. Like, you could be making more money off your dumb gimmicky merchandise if you didn't go through the laziest fucking method possible.
Yeah, but that takes work. You have to get the suppliers. You have to do this. I actually have a little experience in doing that, to be honest.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Then,
Yep,
like, the prices
100%.
are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah,
you
can.
look at
The shirts that most people have on Teespring, you can buy it for about a quarter, if that. And if you buy them in bulk, it's even less. Especially if you get it shipped from overseas, it's about 15 cents a shirt, and to get it screen printed is about $1. And shipping is about, a shirt weighs 12 ounces, so $3 or $4.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, somebody in chat saying they don't want to take the risk on the inventory, but it's not like you're going to order a million fucking shirts, and even if you did, they're a penny a piece.
Yeah, but the thing is, you don't screen print all the shirts at the same time. You hold the shirts as blanks, so you can always just sell them back.
Hey, the other thing too is people have always said, "Why don't you sell a Metokur hat?" Well, dude, go to the fucking store, buy a black hat, and get a white marker. Like, you can make that shit yourself, right? Like, you don't need me to sell it to you.
A DIY, do-it-yourself kit.
Plus, there's places in malls
it's 5 fucking stars on a black background. I'm pretty sure you can handle that if you got through finger painting in kindergarten. You don't need me to sell you that fucking hat.
Plus, there's booths in malls and sites where you can just like send the design and put that on your hat anyway. So it's not really that tough, yeah. What else? Oh yeah, I saw you, and I'm only mentioning this because I actually set up with my wife. She's in London. She's coming in this weekend, but she lives in London, obviously, as I said. And I watched the royal wedding.
Did you not love the face of the royals as that wedding was going on? Every single one of them looked like they wanted to shoot themselves.
That was something else, man. And they were looking like, we know the cameras are on us, so we can't like laugh as much as we really want to, and like look as disgusted as we actually want to. Although the queen did look pretty disgusted, but
well, the queen looked like she wanted to give them a honeymoon in Paris. If you get what I'm saying. That's the look she had on her fucking face when that wedding was going on.
It was bad. Like, and I'm not even hating on Markle or anything like that, but just the actual ceremony was just kind of like clownish. I don't know. It was.
What did you think of? It's Margot, right? Or what the fuck's her last name?
Markle.
Merkel.
Meghan
Markle.
It sounds like,
it sounds
like you're making Sesame Street noises at me. I don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Mark Markle. Sorry, I have my accent too. So
Markle. Okay, so Markle. It's like her husband is a mark that fell for it. Okay. Did you see the thing with her cousin where he brought a knife to a nightclub and ran from the police?
No, I didn't see that. Actually.
Yeah, he showed up for the wedding, right? It's one of the, like how everybody has that fucking relative nobody invites, but he shows up anyway. So this guy shows up, goes to a London club at night after the wedding with a fucking knife on him, walks up to the bouncer, probably coked out of his mind, and is like, "I've got a blade on me. Here you go." And then the bouncer's like, "Oi, you can't have butter knives in this country," and calls the police. And then people are like, "Oh, he called the police." And this dude he runs away, and I think he hid in a trash can.
I missed that story. I don't know. Just the actual ceremony itself, though. I forgot.
No, you're missing the best part. Do you know why he brought a knife? Do you know what the explanation was for why he decided he needed to be armed in London?
No.
He actually said, President Donald Trump told me it was dangerous over here. So I didn't feel safe without a knife because of all the darkies.
Wow.
I see a story here on the Express. What day is this? This is on April 16th. Meghan Markle's cousin writes to Prince Harry demanding invite to royal wedding. Thomas Markle. I'm not sure if that's the same one, but...
Oh, God, it reminds me of... What was the... There was a movie from the 90s about... John Goodman starred in it. Where he...
Oh, King Ralph, yes.
Yeah. Yes. This is King Ralph. This fucking woman's family is King Ralph. Like, these people don't... They're royals now. It's so weird.
It is exactly like that.
We was kings.
I may or may not have an affinity for that movie because it has my name in it, but yes.
Well, yeah, it's Blue Blood meets Bluegrass. You get me? It's a fusion of two different fucking things coming together. And Jesus Christ, man.
There was another topic, and I swear I'll stop scrolling your Twitter feed, but it's reminding me of some things to ask you, so I do appreciate you.
I have one thing about the royal wedding left.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
All right. Do you think they were more mad that she was half black or because she was American?
I think they were more mad that she was stealing cutlery. But she told them it's a custom of my people, so they couldn't say no. That's why the queen was holding. She wasn't mad. She was just holding her purse very tightly while the wedding was proceeding. It's a little racial humor for the audience. I hope they enjoyed that.
Oh, I don't know. I watched it and I just couldn't believe this guy. I mean, he was like histrionics. There was enough histrionics, but he just kept going and going. The whatever the black preacher's name was.
Oh my God, yeah, it was like the Coming to America scene with the fucking black preacher. It was great. Yeah, he just wouldn't shut the fuck up. It just
like it was gonna be bad no matter what, especially in that audience. But he just kept going and going. It's like, are you gonna finish? Like, this is not about you, right? And then they had the black choir, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Is this a wedding in Harlem? Is this a royal family wedding or what? Like, I couldn't.
Did they serve collard greens and fried chicken after?
Actually, there's
they sung a fucking spiritual. Like when they left the wedding, they sung a fucking spiritual.
Holy show, hallelujah.
They legit did. By the way, there's this reporter. He works for. Let me see if I can find the tweet. But he works for ABC, and he used to work for CNN. His name's T.J. Holmes, and the reason I know him is because he's from West Memphis. And although I was born in Memphis, I lived the first 20 years of my life in West Memphis. And he tweeted out on that day, I'm from West Memphis, there's a lot of black people in this area. It's Mississippi Delta. He says, I'm from West Memphis and my wedding wasn't even this black. that's what he tweeted out. So yeah, it was really
it was the greatest shit to watch. And then they're on the horse-drawn carriage and they go to the little fucking castle and all that shit. But yeah. It was just, if you ever watch something where you feel uncomfortable because you can see people are uncomfortable, and like that's how I felt. I'm watching all the royals and they look like they just want to die. And I was like, this is the greatest shit ever.
Yeah, secondhand cringe.
Second. And they're hating it, but they don't want to, they can't leave, and they can't show too much emotion because they'll be like, oh, look at this racist, you know what I mean? I just saw a message.
You just know
guess you've seen the Kumite is pretty much dead. Yes, I did see that on air.
You just know the queen's just sitting there, just looking back, it's like, that damn ginger!
Well, yeah, what happened with him, by the way? Didn't he go to costume parties dressed as a Nazi?
Yeah, he did.
How did we end up here?
He actually did.
Yeah, which is why him marrying half black chick now makes perfect sense.
Yeah, he was kind of like the wild child, I think, of the royal family.
Well, yeah, I still think of him and his brothers like kids because I was used to seeing them with Diana all the fucking time. And then seeing him, his fucking brother bald as shit in the church, I was like, holy fuck, he's old.
It made me think that I'm old too. Yeah, I still remember being kids. I guess they were a few years younger than me, maybe a couple of years, right around my age though. I still remember when Diana died. It was a big deal, of course. And
well, yeah, they pretty much assassinated her.
Yeah.
So yeah, people were talking about that a little bit.
No, but I remember being in the 7th grade, and I think it was 7th or 8th grade, and I came to homeroom, and all the little girls are crying, and they're like, "Oh, Diana's dead." And I was just sitting there like, oh, that sucks. Corinne just called me again.
Oh, well, yeah, I took up probably too much of your time. Yeah, you can go back.
No. Wait, one more.
Okay, all right, hit me.
One more. There's another rumor that you're actually the man behind the Murdoch series. Can you confirm that or?
No, I probably shouldn't confirm that. I don't want to let the secret out of the bag, Running all these alternate channels with really heavy, because I'm known for my high production skills. I don't know if you can tell or not. Really great editing, good sound quality. That's specifically what I'm known for, is the amazing sound quality of my fucking videos. So I don't want to give any of the truth seekers out there any hints as to the validity of this claim.
All right, we won't.
Let's just say you'll have to investigate the wheat fields.
We're not saying that properly. It's the wheat fields.
The wheat fields, right.
See, that's how I know you're an imposter. That's how we check each other. we ask you to pronounce something that's white, or it's got the "wha" sound in it.
All right, Jim. Thank you. By the way, Corinne wants back on. I think you're pretty much done with her though. So.
Oh, I don't care about that bad old shit. Yeah, no, I came on because she wanted to know the secrets of the dark net, and so I explained a little bit to her. But she wasn't interested in hearing about how Jihadi Jarbo is a wanted international criminal. So I'm just gonna let that one go. I think
she just wouldn't listen. I mean, you can't talk to people that won't listen. So, thank you, man, for coming on. I appreciate it.
Yeah, take it easy.
Thank you very much.